Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome again, everyone. I think this will be our last video for our demonstration. So let's continue our discussion. So like what I've said, we will be talking about petty cash this time. But before we proceed, let's check first our dashboard section. We have here an unfinished design of a dashboard. Although MS Access is not as dynamic as spreadsheets when it comes to data visualization, having a dashboard like this in our system is really beneficial because Access is typically a database. So we will have a direct connection into our datasets. And in turn, we will have a live dashboard like this. So any update in our records, we will automatically see it here. Anyway, the one we have here is just a sample because it's really hard to design a visualization if we don't have sufficient dataset. So let's skip it and let's move on to our main topic. We have this extra feature in our system wherein we can record all the petty cash transactions of our cash holder or the employee that has petty cash. We have a cash holder section here. So when we double click this record, it will open the cash holder form. We have the petty cash limit here and the statement of account at the right side. So any transaction related to petty cash will appear on this list. So how do we record petty cash? We have this cash invoices under the petty cash menu and you will see a create button. This create button will lead us to the petty cash form. We segregate our petty cash into cash invoices and petrol invoices. Both of these have separate entry forms. This cash invoice button will lead us to the cash invoice entry form, while this petrol invoice button will lead us to petrol entry form. We also have this receipt voucher option. This is where we record the money received as petty cash. So to create a new record, just click the type of petty cash that you want to record. Then on the entry form, select the card holder and click generate. Once we click the generate button, it will provide us a new reference number and the date of the record. We have a subform in our entry form. This is where we record the details of the receipts. So basically, one record could have multiple receipts. So once we record the details of the receipts, the amount will be automatically calculated. All we need to do here is click the save button from our main form. Again, the purpose of our subform is to record only the details and the main form is the summary. So any changes in the amount from our subform, we have to save it in our main form. Because like I've said, only the calculation is done automatically, though it reflects in our main form. If we will not save it, it will revert back to the previous amount. For petrol invoices, the mechanic is the same. The only difference here is that we have to select the driver and write the type of car and the car number. Everything is automated, including these dates of invoices. You will see that if we add another invoice here, the last invoice date will also change. So once we are done recording all the details, we can click this view button or print our receiving copy. This is where we attach those receipts for submission. The only form that differs in these buttons is the receipt voucher. So once you received a petty cash from the finance department, they will issue a receipt voucher as a proof that we received the money. That receipt voucher is our reference here. So we just need to record the receipt voucher number and the amount. The rest are automated. But before that, we need to select first the cash holder. Actually, this cash holder ID is required in all of our forms because this is where we group our statement of account. So how do we check the recorded petty cash and receipt vouchers? I showed you last time the cash holder form. You will see at the right side of it the transactions that are linked to this cash holder ID. So that's one way of checking the records. The other way is via report. So in our petty cash form, you will see a report section. This feature is almost identical to our report section in our main interface. So they have almost similar features. So to generate a statement for a certain employee, all we need to do is select first the employee from this cash holder combo box, then click the type of report that we need. Note that it is required to select first the cash holder because if it's empty, we won't be able to proceed. To generate a statement of account, select an employee from this combo box Then we just need to click this statement of account. We can also do a filter based on the dates of the invoices, but essentially our statement is filtered by this year's date only. So that's it, everyone. This is where we conclude our demonstration. Hopefully you find all the videos helpful. Again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.